Is now the right time to sell my home? Overall, the market is still strong, but we're seeing signs of moderation. More inventory means more choices for buyers, which puts downward pressure on prices and negotiating power. Hi everyone, I'm Monica from TAH, and today we're diving into a question about every Kentucky homeowner asks at some point. Is now the right time to sell my home? Whether you're in Louisville, Lexington, Bowling Green, or anywhere in between, the market has been shifting, and knowing when to make your move can mean earning thousands more or missing out on a window of opportunity. In this video, I'm going to break down the current Kentucky market trends as we head in from late 2025 into early 2026. We'll look at inventory, buyer demand, interest rates, neighborhood trends, and where prices are headed. By the end, you'll have a clear, realistic understanding of whether selling sooner could benefit you or if waiting might actually cost you. Let's start with a quick snapshot of what's happening across Kentucky right now. Overall, the market is still strong, but we're seeing signs of moderation. Home prices are rising, yes, but not at the intense speed we saw during the pandemic boom. On average, we're looking at a 3.5% to 6% year-over-year price growth, depending on the city and neighborhood. For example, in Louisville, the median sales price is sitting roughly between $265 and $297, depending on the area. Lexington is slightly lower, with median prices near $250. Bowling Green and many smaller Kentucky cities are growing more slowly, but they're still appreciating. Now, here's the part sellers need to pay attention to. Inventory is increasing. Homes that used to sell in under 2 weeks are now taking 35 to 45 days on average. And when inventory rises, buyers feel more confident to negotiate. Let me give you a quick example. I worked with a client in Louisville's Germantown neighborhood. Their home sat on the market for about 40 days. After we made a few key adjustments like updating stages, small repairs, and better lighting in the photos, the home sold within a week, and it sold above asking price. That's how much preparation matters in a market that's shifting. Now, let's talk about something important. This ideal selling window won't last forever. Right now, sellers are still benefiting from the strong price growth we've seen over the past few years. Many homeowners are sitting on a lot of equity, sometimes more than they realize, but that growth is slowing. Buyers' purchasing power is also slightly better than it was 6 months ago because mortgage rates have come down a bit from their recent highs. That means more buyers can qualify for homes that they couldn't afford earlier this year, and that often leads to stronger offers. But here's the warning. If you wait until mid-2026, price growth is projected to drop to 1.5% to 2.5%, and inventory will likely continue rising. More inventory means more choices for buyers, which puts downward pressure on prices and negotiating power. So even though the market isn't crashing, not at all, the peak profit window is narrowing. Acting sooner rather than later could be the difference between a strong sale and a tougher, slower one. Neighborhood nuances. Kentucky isn't a one-size-fits-all market. Each city and even each neighborhood behaves differently. That's why local insight matters so much. Let's start with high demand area. Think Louisville's Crescent Hill, Cherokee Triangle, Clifton, and East End suburbs like Prospect or Anchorage. Homes in these areas continue to move fairly quickly because buyers love the location, schools, and lifestyles. Median list prices in these areas range from about $450,000 to $560,000. They're still strong, but inventory is quickly rising, which could shift dynamics soon. Let's talk about some more affordable markets. Places like Portland, Shawnee, and parts of the South Louisville. These areas tend to be more sensitive to interest rates. When rates drop even a tiny bit, demand increases fast. But when inventory rises, these neighborhoods shift from seller favorable to balanced very quickly. So if your home falls near the median price point, selling during a period of strong buyer affordability is often the smart move. And the same pattern applies in Lexington and Bowling Green neighborhood, with strong school districts or close proximity to downtown stays competitive, while outer or older neighborhoods take longer to move. Timing really does matter, especially if your property isn't in a high demand pocket. Let's shift into something practical, your seller's checklist. These are the steps that help you get top dollar in this changing market. Number 1, price to sell. Overpricing is the number 1 mistake I see. In Kentucky, the average sale to list ratio is 97 to 98%. If you start too high, you risk sitting on the market and making buyers wonder, what's wrong with your home? A smart, accurate price from day one creates urgency, and urgency leads to better offers. Number 2, depersonalize and update. Buyers need to picture themselves in the home. That means removing family photos, bold decor, or anything too unique. A fresh coat of neutral paint, updated lighting, and clean landscaping can dramatically change your home's appeal. Kitchens, bathroom, and curb appeal create the strongest impression, so even small upgrades here can go a long way. Number 3, be ready for negotiation. Today's buyers expect some negotiation. That might include inspection repairs, closing cost help, or minor concessions. Being flexible within reason helps prevent your home from sitting longer than it should. Let me share a quick mini story. I work with a couple in Lexington who updated their lighting fixtures and staged their living room with neutral accents. They also offered a small seller credit for closing costs. The home sold in just 10 days, above asking price. And those little updates cost them far less than the additional value they gain. So what happens if you wait until the spring or summer of 2026? Here's the honest breakdown. Price growth is expected to slow even more, and new construction is going to play a major role. Louisville, Lexington, and other surrounding cities have multiple new subdivisions and housing developments underway. These new homes are attractive to buyers because of warranties, energy efficiency, and modern layout. But for sellers of existing homes, that means competition. More homes on the market equals more choices for buyers, which reduces bidding wars and extends days on market. In short, the earlier half of 2026 is likely to feel more balanced and more challenging for sellers. Now let's talk strategy, because how you present your home matters just as much as when you sell it. Staging and curb appeal. First impressions start the second the buyer pulls up to your driveway. Fresh mulch, trim bushes, clean walkways, and a bright front door makes a huge difference. Inside, neutral tone, good lighting, and simplified decor help your home feel larger and more welcoming. Professional photography and online video tours as well. Presentation is everything. Buyers decide whether to tour your home based on the photos. High quality images, drone footage, and a clean video walkthrough can dramatically increase your traffic, and traffic leads to offers. Highlight your home strengths. If you've updated the kitchen, modernized your bathroom, added outdoor living space, or made energy efficient upgrades, show them off. These features are incredibly attractive to today's buyers and increase perceived value. The last major piece of the puzzle is partnering with an agent who understands the Kentucky market, not just the general market, but your specific area. A good agent will help you price your home accurately, understand neighborhood trends, coordinate professional marketing, and negotiate strong offers. They can also give you a data-driven snapshot so you can see whether now is the best time for your neighborhood. The market is changing, and the right guidance makes a huge difference. So here's the bottom line. The Kentucky market is shifting from hot to balance. Prices are still strong right now, and buyers' demand is healthy, but that won't last forever. Inventory is climbing, new construction is increasing, and price growth is starting to level out. Your best opportunity to sell for maximum profit is likely within the next 6 months. If you'd like a free home value or market update for your neighborhood, or just want to ask some questions, check the link in the description and send me a quick DM. And if you want tips on how to boost your home's value before selling, make sure to watch our next video, Top 5 Remodels that kill your ROI in Kentucky homes. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss all these great tips. I'm Monica Dunlap, broker and owner of TAH. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.